Hey everyone! Hello my crystal loving family! I am trying different lighting this time because I have found that it does better with close-ups of crystals. So it may look really awkward at the moment, but as we get into it, ideally things will be a lot better. So let's get into it. This is September's Enchanted Crystal box that I received in the mail. This is the $58 a month box. It's the variety box. It comes with a grid and a note from Adam and a bunch of different crystals, usually like 6 to 8. I just cut the tape so you guys will be seeing it for the first time with me. And if you're interested in getting this subscription, I totally love it. There's a $16 a month, I believe it is, option where you get a single crystal and then some minis as well, but you just don't get the grid. I really enjoy working with the grids, so it's one of the reasons I keep doing the bigger box option. So opening up this month, we have a letter from Adam, and it looks like you guys can't really read it. The big thing there you go. The big thing that kind of woke up for me here is the word shop. So it looks like he's talking about the Enchanted Crystal shop where if you want to buy different crystals, you can, and not just wait to see what comes in your subscription package. So let me get some stuff out and get this out of the way. Trying it new with the lighting, so I'm hoping it's going to work. And so here's the grid. And I really like the grid. It looks like a bunch of points, like crystal points. So I think that's really neat. I almost feel like I need to get a bunch of quartz points and line them up with each of these. And then a bunch of little baby crystals on the inside here. I'm already like, oh, it's already like set up for you to put crystals on it the way you're wanting to. So let's see what we have this time. And crinkle paper, my favorite kind of paper to play with. Okay, so the minis this time are jade, red adventurine, and Tibetan quartz. So I'll pull these little ones out. Always do the minis first, in my opinion. Give them some cred. So red adventurine. Yeah, this does do a lot better with the zoom. It's very soft red adventurine. It almost has like a almost a carnelian look, the way it's really soft throughout it. Ooh, dropping things. And then jade. You guys know green is like my favorite color, so any kind of like jade greens and stuff, aqua colors, I am all about. This one's very pretty too. And then the Tibetan quartz, which is very magical. I'm like enjoying looking at it in the camera as I'm spinning it around for you guys. It's very pretty. There's some little inclusions in there. Apparently I'm giving the camera too much to focus on. So yeah, Tibetan quartz, very pretty. All right, how many do we have? 3, 6, 7. Woohoo! All right, so first thing is a Scepter or Scepter. It is a rare, and I do believe I saw this on her Huntress's channel, Miss Tony. If you guys have not seen, she did a Enchanted Crystal unboxing too, and she got some really neat pieces, so we might have some similar pieces. Let's see here. It does look like a scepter. It looks like some kind of, I don't even know how to describe it besides it looks like, you know, like a wand of some kind. The King's Scepter. Focus please. I wonder what, like how it grows like this, because it's really weird. It just has like a head on a skinny body, you know? And it's not very transparent or anything. It's very rough. But it's cool. The shape is fun. I'm going to have to look up how this grows. It does look like it's some sort of quartz, because through the rough I can see what looks like quartz, but I think it's going to be hard for you guys to really see that with this. So put the scepter there. What do we have next? Pegmatite. Okay, you guys, is that how you would say that? Pegmatite? I have no idea what this is. Maybe I do if it goes by another name that I'm familiar with, but as of this moment, yeah, I've got no idea what this is. Looking at it through the package, though, it almost has like a Tourmaline look, so let's see. That satisfying sound of crinkle papers and bubble wrap. Oh, wow. Okay, so this looks like many different types of crystals in a matrix. And it's really cool, because see this, okay, it's like backwards for me. This area kind of looks like Tourmaline, doesn't it? Like the way Tourmaline is shaped. And, ooh, it's really neat. I'm definitely gonna have to do a journey with this one and get to know. That's interesting. I wonder if you guys can really see the pigmentation of that in there too. It's totally wild. I love it. Very, very cool. Do the other side here. If any of you know what this is, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm super intrigued by it. I'm not 100% sure. I wonder if I can get the right zoom for you guys. It looks like, okay, so when I get closer to it, it kind of looks like a watermelon tourmaline. Let's see if I can get you guys to like see that. How it's like a green and a pink in there. So I wonder if maybe that's part of what it is in some way. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a journey with it, and then I'll look it up, because I don't usually like to have any preconceived notions about what the crystals are supposed to mean and their metaphysical properties. I like to learn from them. Okay, we have something I'm probably going to screw up the pronunciation again. Aegirine, I don't know. A cluster, it's also rare. So I've gotten 3 rare ones. That's really neat. Rares are always fun, especially when, you know, everywhere you go shopping, there's many of the common things. Not that the common things aren't wonderful and beautiful, but it's nice to get pieces that are rare or just different. You know, the earth makes all this stuff, so not everything is always uniform, not everything's always the same. Having a hard time opening the paper of this one, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. All right, this on first impression looks a lot like a black tourmaline, but I don't know what this is exactly. It's very shiny, very black, and there's some sort of like pyrite or something of a goldish brown nature on the side here. It's really, it feels quite fragile, so I don't really want to like play with it too much, but that's what the back looks like. This is one I do not know either. I've never heard of it before. It just looks similar to some other things I've seen. So yes, another one I get to journey with and get to know. All right. This is like one of the funnest parts of the month. Okay, so here's another combination one. Malachite, rosite, and aurichalcite, yeah. Not able to pronounce everything. But this one says very rare. So it's pretty exciting. Ooh, so the first thing I'm seeing is this like kind of like Larimar blue. And it is all over the place. I'm going another like very fragile feeling piece. So yeah, the first thing I see is this like amazing blue. And I thought the camera would be a little bit better at focusing. But I'm not exactly a steady-handed person all the time. So doesn't that kind of look like a Larimar? Like that's really, really pretty. And as I flip it over, it's kind of like a iridescent-y, glittery on the top. I'm not really, I think like that's some malachite in there, and this is the other side. It's really neat. Getting a lot of pieces I have not, I mean, I know what malachite is, but it's like I'm getting some pieces that I have never seen before. So this is always one of the fun parts about getting these boxes and being surprised, is sometimes you wind up getting things that are just really unique and different, and especially it's awesome when they're new to you. So, all right, moving on. A river tumbled topaz. We know what topaz is, and it sounds like it's been softened by the river. Let's see what color it is. It looks kind of yellow, but for the most part, like if I had seen this just walking through a crystal shop, I might not know that this was a topaz, just because it's it looks so close to a clear quartz. But it's nice. The edges are like softened. I don't know if you guys ever like collected sea glass when you were younger, but I totally did that, and this is a little bit of what that reminds me of, just the way like the ocean will soften all the edges of things. So I really like that. And the energy of it feels very calming and soothing. Beautiful. Two more little guys to go. All right, so limonite after pyrite. I think both Her Huntress and Greenlight got one of these as well. This must be one of the pieces that most people got in their variety box this month. So I'm expecting it to look exactly like your guys's did. And it looks like it's one, and from first glance it almost looks like a petrified wood, but it's kind of like a brick, like a rusty looking brick. And it's really actually kind of cool. A little misleading for a second when you're like, oh, it kind of looks like a petrified wood, but it's really just kind of a rusty looking pyrite cube. But there's magical pyrite within this. Like, I'm not 100% sure. Like, this doesn't really, like, a petrified wood appeals to me, but, like, this one, I'm not, like, I wouldn't necessarily, you know, go out looking for this kind of piece. But it's still really nice to have different pieces in your collection, just because they're all unique and different. So that is very cool. And a last one, if you'll focus. It likes everything below. It's like, no, I don't care about what you're putting in front of my face. So Tanzanian blue kyanite, and it's also a rare one. So most of these are rare. So if you're looking at possibly signing up for Enchanted Crystal, they do hand out a lot of rare pieces. So if you're a collector and you're looking for something that is different, from the most common stuff, I don't think you'll be disappointed. So I think this is awesome too that we get Kyanite, because Kyanite is also the crystal of the month in my Journaling for Balance series. And wow, you guys, the depth of this blue is, it's almost black. Like, it's so rich blue, it's almost black. That's incredible. And the interesting thing is, it's not as slivery as the usual blue kyanites are. But the richness and the depth in this is really cool. And it's really cool, like the light reflecting through on the side, like over here. Kind of shows you like just how blue that is. But from a little bit more of a distance, it looks almost black, right? Very, very cool. This feels very mystical to me. So this is one I'm definitely going to be working with and learning about a little bit more. So quite the box this month. There's a lot of things I am not familiar with. I mean, our minis, very familiar with these guys, but just about everything else on this table in this grid is new to me, and I'm really excited. I think this one is just really cool. But of course, I'm one of those people that, you know, I like the things that are shiny, and I like things that are colorful, and doesn't mean that the ones that aren't as good or as helpful. It's just that, you know, usually we all have our preferences of something that we're drawn to over something else. So I really like this one. I'm very happy with this one, and if you guys want to reach out to Adam, not sponsoring this video or anything, but I just, you know, he's a great guy. He's a really nice guy, and you know, I just enjoy getting this box every month. It's kind of one of those little treats for myself every single month that you always gotta do something nice for yourself at least once a month. So this is my thing that's nice for myself once a month. And yeah, so for all of you out there on the East Coast, I should say all of you out here on the East Coast, be safe with this crazy hurricane coming our way, and yeah, be safe. I don't really know what to say. Mother Nature's a wild beast and must be respected, so we have to do our best to just hunker down and go with the flow of things. So stay safe, and everybody else, thank you, so much for being here. You stay safe as well, and I love all of you. Thank you for watching, and if you have not already, do definitely check out the Journaling for Balance series, and you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, Twitter, and definitely check out the Monday Messages and Tarot Tuesdays that I've been doing on my website at greenlightmessages.com. There's lots of content there for y'all to read. Lots of love, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!